Hey guys, welcome back to another speed build because I haven't actually done one in a while, and today I'm doing Sammy B and Nate's Dream Apartment. If you haven't been watching, I have a new series in the Sims where I've been doing called Vampires, and it's been following Sammy B from Claire Siobhan's Broken Dream and Stranger Stories series. He's been living in Forgotten Hollow, he's been making friends, he's been kissing all the boys and dating all the boys, and now I've been thinking that perhaps near the end of the series they're going to move out to the city, and I thought I'd design this really cool apartment for them because I had this really fun idea of doing like a really cool industrial artist kind of loft, and it took me a while to find the perfect apartment to do this because I did want to do a penthouse one in the art district, but that one I'd already redone and it was actually quite big and I figured there would be too much space to work with, so I figured I'd use 702 ZenView. And this is actually quite a good because I've used Sims in this before, and it's actually a really nice loft. And what I loved about this was I was able to use a lot of browns, a lot of wood and brick. And one thing I loved the most about this, I think, was designing the upstairs, which was actually kind of difficult because of the placement of the rooms, but also designing the kitchen. I love this kitchen. There's some really good colour schemes I was able to find for this, and using some of the cabinet placements was pretty good. I was thinking about the spider ones, but then I think it's the third one along, yeah, that one, that actually looked so much better and worked with the cabinets nicely. And this is actually a really nice little place that I made. Also, I never used the full cabinets. Never used it like that before. I really should do that more often. And then I found the counters as well. I think I didn't see the counters at first, and then I found them after. So I got this really cool little like sort of industrial looking kitchen area, and we got that big window as well so you can look out, and the kitchen actually looks pretty nice. I was pretty happy with the way this turned out. There is a lot of space, well, there is like not a lot of space, but there's enough space that I'm able to put in like a living area, a little artist like study desk area, as well as a mini bar for them to host parties in. And then we got the balcony, and then upstairs I had a lot of fun with because I got to use the fitness stuff pack again, and I absolutely love that pack. I love the stuff pack, the fitness stuff pack, so much because it's a really good stuff pack. So I'm working on like just putting some little like decorations around the kitchen. This place is actually really cool, and I'm now getting used to using some of the other camera tricks and stuff and wall placements, and it looks pretty good. I do move these over because actually it looked so much better if I moved them over next to the oven instead of having them by the bin. Yeah, I moved the knives over there as well. Just moved the coffee pot as well. And I thought about maybe using the books, but I decided against it. I wanted to put the salt and peppers down somewhere. They can go on the half wall, but then I think I just ended up putting them on the counter instead because it looked so much better that way. And I love the way these looks. And then of course got to use these lights. I did like switch over the day lights and stuff to night to see how it would look in the evenings. And this place looks really good in the end. I used the outdoor patio minibar. It works well with the color scheme, and I had some fun putting like little neon lights down, putting these pipes in to give it that sort of industrial loft look. Thought that was pretty cool, and I kind of want to do maybe another industrial loft, maybe in another one, but so I can utilize a lot more of maybe the get to work sciencey stuff. Then I made a tiny bathroom down here. I did initially put something in there that I think it was just like a cabinet, but then I think post recording this I added in the washer and dryer because I actually put in the washing basket from Laundry Day stuff, and I figured I might as well put the washer and dryer in as well. So here I am, just sort of working on the upstairs bit, because when you demolish the apartments, sometimes you end up losing like walls and like ceilings and stuff, so it kind of gets a bit confusing. So I had to try and just sort of make the bathroom, or at least I had to fill in the wall space essentially, so I got the ground instead. I could start working from there. But then I put down the get to work stairs because that's also an issue I was having with. I couldn't find a good wall placement for the stairs, but that looks actually so much better. And then I was just working on trying to build the upstairs a little bit more, and then I think I just came back down. I was like, let's just work down on the living area. We got a good TV. I think I was trying to use a lot of industrial-esque looking things. That steamer trunk actually looks really cool against the wall as a sort of like coffee table for the TV. And I couldn't think of what a good I was struggling with the sofas because there's not really a lot of any good like sort of industrial looking sofas, at least ones that aren't like purely wood or anything. And also got to use the sliding doors for the balcony. That was pretty awesome. And I did think about using windows here. I think I put like 3 down, but then I think I just switched it up to 2 in the end because I needed, I think I needed space for I think something. Yeah, that was actually a much better couch to use personally because of the because it matched the color scheme of everything. And then I was going to look for some rugs, and I think the island living one actually looks so much better. You could see the color scheme go for. There's a lot of browns and a lot of like darker colors and shades, which is pretty good because of what this is. This is the theme I'm going for, and also there's a lot of wall space, and I'm using a lot of wall space because Sammy B has got so many paintings that I need to bring over, and they're going to be just going everywhere. Pretty sure there's not even going to be enough space in this apartment for all the paintings in the end, which is kind of sad, but depends on if we can get them all to fit in. And then I made this little nook for them in the corner near opposite the bar. What's great about it is I was able to put I put the computer down and the sketch pad and just some little things so that maybe Sammy B, when he's doing freelancing work, he could sit there on his computer and talk to clients. And then we got like a art easel right next to it so he can paint there, which was actually a lot of fun to put down because I love these easels, but it's a shame that you can only use one of them and the rest have to be unlocked through the painter's career. And then I wanted to have an easel on the outside as well. The idea that, because Nate's going to be living here as well, and Nate will probably be well into maybe painting on the balcony or spray painting on the sidewalk outside. And this place looks pretty good, and I love these clutter bits that we get for the patch update that came with the freelance career. Also, speaking of patch updates, now that the patch update for Moschino stuff pack has come out, we can actually get photo frames that you can put on desks and stuff, and I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to actually do something. I think what I might do is grab a whole bunch of Sammy B pictures with his boys so I can just put them all over the apartment, which I think would be super fun. I also love this rug with all the paint on it. It looks like, you just put it, artists put it down under their easels, so then when they're painting everywhere and it doesn't get over the floor, and it's pretty cool. I like using that a lot. I think it's quite awesome. I did want to put one in here, but BB Move Objects, I didn't have it on. I didn't want to use that on very much for this one, and also I couldn't find a good rug for this sort of area. I was trying to go industrial, but then I decided to just go against it and just leave the floor as is because it looked better that way. And then in here I made a tiny little bathroom, just a toilet, sink, later on the washer and dryer. I had to use the City Living toilets because they look pretty cool. They kind of matched what I was going for. It's very kind of cool, a lot of dark colours. There's a lot of dark colours in this. Maybe it's too dark, but I did want to I just found a colour scheme and a theme, and I just wanted to stick with it. And I think it worked pretty well in the end. I can't remember what I was doing. I was using the slate for the bathroom floors. It doesn't look too bad. And then I found these mason jar lamps, and I love them because they're from Parenthood, but they looked so good with the theme. These idea of these mason jar lights just in this sort of very cool industrial looking apartment, and you could kind of see the theme coming together really well. And I love that a lot, especially because of the way it just all looked in general. Then I was trying to make just finish the upstairs here, and I think I ended up using I had to sort of make an extra room because there was just all that space there because there was no way I could put a ceiling on it, and I was struggling with it so hard. It was just such an annoyance in the end. I think I had to sort of make a big room. I had to sort of make, that was it. All I had to do was put in a ceiling, and that fixed the problem. And then I just removed all the walls, and then I had this huge amount of space to work with. And the problem I had initially was because of the amount of space there was. I wanted the bathroom, but I didn't, and I thought about maybe using a second bathroom up there, but I also wanted enough space for the bedroom and then a spare room as well. So I ended up using this space over here for the bathroom. So I sort of built the bathroom and then put the wall in after, which actually worked in its favour pretty well because I got to use the fitness stuff pack, and I got to figure out where everything went, and also how it was all going to work and what I was going to use. And I do change this wall in a bit because I do sort of move it over because I wanted to put in some shelves and the wastebasket for the clothing, and I had to sort of move that wall in because there was actually not a lot of space in this bathroom in the end. It's very small and cramped, but pretty sure you can use it all in there. I haven't playtested the build yet because it's not up on the gallery, so I need to playtest the apartment and then make sure that it works nice and well. I also wanted to use this rug. I thought that looked really nice against the bathroom as sort of a little bath mat. That table, I've never used it, but I did want to use it Then I looked through these and I thought these would actually be pretty cool, and it looked really well in the bathroom. Above the toilet mostly, because when I moved the toilet I moved the painting as well, because that's where I put some shelving units. That's when I start using BB Move objects. I think because I wanted to put some clutter on the shelves, because devs, we still need to be able to put like basically all the clutter on the shelves. I feel like some of it is just really limiting. Yeah, so then I'm just sort of trying to figure out how I'm going to use this room here. That does end up becoming a home gym in the end, but the one thing I was struggling with was where am I going to put the door, and also where am I going to put the... basically just where am I going to put everything else in the room, because it doesn't look like there's a lot of space when you look at it. Then I moved the toilet across, and it actually looks a lot better there opposite the shower. And then I wanted to use some shelving, so I used the shelves that have the plain white swatch, but I don't use the plain white swatch, I use that nice brown one. I used a couple shelves because there was a lot of clutter I wanted to use. No CC clutter. No CC clutter, because when I do speed builds and stuff, I don't use CC for those. CC is only for my personal use or my series if I'm building things that I don't want to go on the gallery, essentially. And then just moving this along, that looks better. I don't think I'm actually using BB Move objects on. No, I think I'm just using the Alt key and just moving everything along. Well, because once you move the mouse in a certain place, you can move everything around quite well. And also, I kind of had to like sort of forego using anything feminine, because this is essentially a loft for two guys, for Sammy and Nate, and I was trying to just basically use everything that I think would suit them. Maybe I could put some female products in, just say that Sammy B's skincare stuff. But I think I was just trying to avoid using most of the stuff that's all very, mostly aimed at like female sims, essentially. Then I put the oh no, I did have BB Move objects on. That was how it, yeah, because I took it off so I could get the to see if I could put the laundry basket down under the shelf, and it looked a lot better. Then I have to go and I end up sort of making like a kind of small hallway next to the bathroom and the bedroom, because I was struggling with where I could put everything. Because I wanted to put, because I was having this trouble of this very small sliver of like space, and I was like, what am I going to do with it? Because I did not know what I was going to do with it. And I think in the end I just ended up, thinking like this was going to be where the bedroom was, but I decided against it because it's just way too small. So I put it over here instead, and this ends up becoming the home gym. And one thing I did enjoy about making the bedroom was I got to utilize a lot of this space, so I could make the bedroom as big as I wanted to. And all the color schemes worked really well for it. The industrial stuff and some of the fitness stuff pack all works really well together, and I kind of want there to be more maybe stuff packs or updates that contain a lot more themed like sets and stuff. I think that would look really cool and probably work well with a lot of builds, because then you've got a lot more choice in a lot of our furniture and clutter and stuff. I feel like there's also still not enough clutter in the game, and I know we're getting some good clutter deco with Moschino stuff pack, and I will be getting the Moschino stuff pack, because it's like £8 I think in the UK when it comes out. Also, I had to put the flag in. I love those pride flags. I love them so much, and I want to use them everywhere, just because I love the way they look. They look really nice. And yeah, I'm gonna be getting the Moschino stuff pack when it comes out on Tuesday. It's super cheap in the UK, and because I have Origin access, I get 10% discount when I buy new games and stuff from Origin. Also, I wanted to put that little alien in. I'm not sure why, but I just thought it would look cute if we had the little alien in there, and I did think about maybe using something else. I wanted to put some lights up here above the bedside tables, and I think, I also used that. This was where I ended up getting rid of one of the windows, because I wanted to use this that light, because look how cool that is. It's so industrial, and I just love that idea of those sort of like wire light bulbs. It just looks really cool. Really cool. And I use these little stone lights from the fitness stuff pack, because I didn't even realize those were in the pack, but they look so cool, and I was like, you know what, those will work on the wall as those would work on the wall as lights. Then of course I was able to get the shape of the bedroom quite well, put in the door, and then move the cabinet, the chest of drawers just over in the corner so it looks better. Then I just put in a bunch of little decorations, because I was trying to think of something that would work for it as well. It looks pretty good. That light actually works there pretty well. This is a very well lit bedroom. It's a very well lit bedroom. Then I put these island living curtains up. I think I like those curtains the most. I think they're my favourite ones now. I'm probably going to use them in everything. Then I had some trouble just working with the floor, trying to figure out what sort of wooden floorboards would work for it. I think I used the did I use the Get Famous ones in the end? Yeah, I think I did because it actually suited it really well. The color scheme just looks so good. Color scheme just looks so good. And then of course I put an easel in here because I figured Sammy B would also want to paint in here as well. Then I had to make the hallway and the room for the gym. That was going to be the tough point because I did not know what I was going to do with it. And I think, yeah, this was how big I made the room, which actually worked quite well. Then I moved that up against the window. It does look a bit off because of the window placement, and you can't move those windows around, which I think is kind of a shame. But what can you do? That's all I had to work with. I just put like a little plant up there. I thought it was just nice and simple, and it worked. And I've still got plenty of space for all my portraits as well when I can put them all up. So I made a little home gym in here, once again using all the fitness stuff. Probably because there's some good stuff in there. Using some good floorboards. Those ones actually worked really well. Yeah, the basketball ones from the City Living worked really well. Using all the fitness stuff, all 2 of them, because I could not put the rock climbing wall in. But I wanted to put this in from Strangeville, but there wasn't enough room because I also wanted to put a yoga mat in as well. So I just decided to get rid of the that thing and just put the yoga mat in instead and put that in there in the corner. And I got to put in this so I wanted to put music in as well, like maybe Sammy B and Nate listen to music when they work out as well. And it looks pretty good. I had some trouble just trying to figure out where on earth I should place it. I think I just put it up on the wall next to the door in the end because it looked better that way, because it's the thing that you can just put it up and down on the wall. So it's like, does it go up on the wall, does it sit on the floor? I'm not too sure. I did put a chair in here though. Thought I'd utilize the stuff pack in here a little bit more because there's some really good stuff in the fitness stuff pack. I highly recommend that you buy that pack if you don't have it, because I love it a lot and it's one of my favorite things to use, mostly because it's got fun bathroom stuff and just like the new workout stuff looks really cool. I think it's a pretty decent one. Also the cast items in there as well are actually really good as well. Then I came to making the balcony. The balcony was kind of easy. All I had to do was just put some lights out there. I think the only issue I had was trying to move the barbecue, because I put a barbecue out there as well as a fitness stuff chair as well, because yeah, that one, it looks pretty decent out there, and I thought they may as well have a barbecue out there as well because they're gonna probably be grilling out there. Maybe they got a balcony, they might as well use it. And it looks pretty good in the end. I did put this outdoor light on there. I think it's a heater as well, I'm not sure. But it's a good idea. And also I thought about maybe, it's like, I wish I could put like a hot tub out there, but I can't. There's just not enough room. So I put this little outdoor barbecue out there against the wall. It looks really good. Really chuffed with it. And the one thing I love about this place the most is just how well I think it's going to suit Sammy B and Nate when they move in. But also, this is going to cost like 50 grand, so they're going to have to start making and selling a lot of paintings if they want to get this. And you can see all the photos of it in the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. This is going to be featured in the Vampire series. I might feature it in the next episode, in the pre-credits maybe, so you guys can see, you know, just Nate and Sammy B thinking about their dream place. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I might put this up on the gallery at some point. I just got to retune some bits, but it will be up as 2 different rooms, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye now.